In this video, we're going to learn about list data type in Python and what are the functions that are available in list and how to use list efficiently to program highly complicated problems. What is a list? A list is a data structure in Python that is immutable, which is, you can say, changeable, ordered sequence of elements. Why we use this list? Because generally to store values we have variable names. If you have 3 variables, you can store them in x1, x2, x3. But if you have more number of variables, like say if you have 30 to 40 variables or 15 to 20 data elements that you need to store, then list will help you a lot. Elements in the list are called items. For example, let's say fruits is a list. Assign with some fruits like this: apple, orange, banana. This is a list. Or you can store numbers too. One, 2, 5, 7, 8, 4. Sorry. You can store combination of integers and strings also. Combined list is equals to apple 2, 4, orange. In this way. These are the examples for a list. So there are some inbuilt functions which are used to manipulate this list. They are, first one, append. You can declare a list using empty square brackets. Let's say the list name is array and you just declare it as arr is equal to open and closed square brackets, which is an empty declaration of a list. What if you want to store some data in the arr variable? How do we store? Then append function will help you to send data to the list arr. How do we do that? Arr dot append of value which you wanted to add, or you can also send a small array to small list, also list of elements. And there is a clear function which clears the data in the list. For suppose now if you have some data in fruits, right? If you make fruits dot clear, then the data inside fruits will be cleared and the fruits dot clear will be a fresh list containing nothing. And you can also copy a list. For suppose arr is a list and you want to copy some other list into arr. Let's say you want to copy numbers from arr. You make numbers dot copy. You generally think that we can directly assign that numbers to arr so that I can get a copy of arr. No, it doesn't go like that. What if you assign numbers to arr? In this case, numbers and ARR, both the variables are referring to same array, same list, which is 1, 2, 5, 7, 4. If you modify any one of the list, then the other will automatically change. So you should not do this. Every time you want to copy a list, you should definitely use copy function. And there is another function, count, ARR dot count. This function counts the element that you pass. Let's say if you pass 1, in ARR, one element exists or not. If exists, the count of that element will be returned. Let's say 1 is in ARR only once. So the value returned by ARR.count of 1 is 1. And there is another function, extend. It is like append, but you can add some data directly to the end of the list, like this. If you already have you already have 1, 2, 5, 7 and 4 in ARR, you want to add combined list into the ARR, then you just need to do ARR.extend of combined list. Then ARR becomes one, 2, 5, 7, 4, and then the entire list is come to here. In this way, the list is modified. And next, index. This index function returns the index of the element which you are passing. For suppose ARR dot index of 2. The value returned by this statement is 1. Generally, the indexes are used to refer to the value inside a list. They are, for the first element, the index position starts from 0, and the next one is 1, and the so on 2, 3 and 4, and this entire list goes to index 5. So the index of 2 is 1. That is what it is returning to us. And there is another function, insert. ARR dot insert an element at whatever position that you want to. Let's say suppose you want to insert some 10 to the list ARR at position 2, which is right here. Then this 10 will go in between 2 and 5, and the list becomes 1, 2 and 10, 5, 7, 4, and there is another function, pop, which will remove an element at specific position that you given. Let's say 1. This will remove the element 2 from the list and returns the list without 2. Let's say the list becomes like this, without 2. And the next function is remove. ARR.remove of an element. This function removes the first occurrence of the element. For suppose you want to remove 10. For the first time, the 10 is at index 1. So 10 is removed from here and the list becomes like this. And there is another function which is reverse, which will reverse the list. ARR dot reverse. The list becomes exactly quite opposite to the like apple 2, 5, orange and 4, 7, 5, 1. There is another function which is sort, which sorts the list in ascending or descending order. There are two parameters that you need to give. They are ARR dot sort. There is a parameter called reverse. If you make it true, the sorting will be in reverse order, which is descending order. And if you doesn't make it true, by default it is false. So the list will be sorted in ascending order. There is another parameter which is key. There you can give single line functions. They are lambda functions. We will discuss it more detail in the future videos. Don't panic about it. You can give your key value. Based on that, the list will be sorted, which is all about list data structure in Python. Meet you in the next video.